Is up, everybody? Deveney here from DeveneyInteractive, the hippest mom in all of YouTube, bringing you some team deathmatch on lockdown. I had a goal this morning when I started playing. I wanted to earn a Reaper, so I changed my kill streaks to 5, 7, and 9, and so this was the very first gameplay that I earned a Reaper, and I was so excited because I actually earned it, and that's a huge milestone for me because anybody who follows me regularly knows I'm not very good at the game. Now, I'm not very good at aiming that Reaper, but that comes later. So, anyway, I'm back from Living Legends. I had so much fun. It was just the most surreal experience I've ever had in my life. It was a long trip there. It was 12 hours straight to get there. And it just seemed like it took longer to get home than it did to get there. Mostly because I was so exhausted. And secondly, I think I was more excited to get there on the way up than on the way back. Because nobody wants to leave the funnest place on earth. So it came out, oh my God, I was not prepared for Living Legends. It was so hot, so hot. You could not drink enough water. That's how hot it was. You just could not drink enough water. You could drink like 3 bottles of water and still feel just parched. And it's just, oh my God. But my kids absolutely loved it. They've never been more black and blue in their lives, and they had the time of their lives. It was just, I can't explain it. I do have some footage of the final battle, which was insane. I did not participate in the final battle because I went paintballing Friday because they had like the open, it's kind of like an open lobby, but it's like the open courses, and so we were on Wasteland. And Wasteland is this field that is basically full of cars, and some of them are turned over, and it's just a big, huge kind of open field, and the only cover that you have is host migration. Sorry about that. But the only cover that you have is the overturned cars and such. So I wanted to go out there with my little one because he was a little concerned, was it going to hurt when he got shot and stuff. So I did not want him to think that I was going to ask him to do something that I was not prepared to do myself. So I got all decked out and I went out there to Wastelands, and I think I lasted like 4 matches. But the way the matches worked was that it was basically 5v5. And as more people showed up, then it turned into 10v10 and things of that nature. But it was basically like a team deathmatch, except for there was no respawn. When you got hit, you were just out, and the last team standing basically won. So we were just, God, I got hit in my thigh because, here's the thing though. My youngest son and I, we were hiding behind this truck, and this dude with like this humongous gun that could probably shoot like, 20 balls per second and stuff, was aiming at my little one. And I was behind him. So what I did is I flanked out. And I was shooting at him, and I can't shoot worth a darn. Anyway, so I was trying to draw attention to myself. Basically, I was going to sacrifice myself. And I'm yelling the entire time, "Nick, run! Nick, run!" And he didn't run. He was just kept trying to shoot the dude. So not only did the dude, he just pelted me. Because I was in the wide open. I broke cover trying to save him, and I just totally got pelted. In the breast, in the neck, in the thighs, you name it. I probably took like 20 shots in 1 second. And then he turns and he hits my little one. But thankfully, he was a bigger gentleman. So he only hit my little one like 3 times. And he had a chest protector on, so actually he didn't get any of the brunt of that. So after that, and I'm just running and diving and everything, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm retired. He saw that I was willing to do it. He saw that it didn't hurt. And I just kind of turned him loose after that. So I did not do the scenario stuff on Saturday, and I did not participate in the final battle on Sunday, even though my kids begged me to. I was like, no, not going to happen. But I did get some good footage of the final battle that I'm still trying to edit to get up there. So, anyway, I had such a great time. I met some, oh my God, the YouTubers. They were just so nice. I was sitting there, my kids had went out to scenario paintball, and I was out there checking the tents and stuff, and Paintball Kitty comes riding up on this golf cart. And she's like, "Hey, Deveney." And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Come take a ride." And I'm like, "Okay." So she goes, and she was looking for some elbow pads or something like that. So we were like chatting up as she's running back and forth on her little golf cart. And she gets off the golf cart, and they had like this little room. It was Kitty's YouTube daycare. And that's where all the YouTubers were, because they were like VIPs and stuff like that. So she's like, "No, come on in, have some water and stuff." And I was like, "Oh my God," you know. And she just, it was very surreal. And as I was sitting there drinking my water, and Paintball Kitty and I are just kind of chatting back and forth, you know, just small stuff, small talk, things like that. Woody's gamer tag walks in, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And it was very, very surreal. My kids, they got pictures with all the YouTubers, and my littlest one, he was just blown away, because he walked up to White Boy, and he was just like, "Hey, you know, how you doing, White Boy?" And White Boy had mentioned, he says, I think we talked to you on the phone once." And he's like, "Yeah, you did." He's like, "Yeah, I remember." And then afterwards, my little one was like, "Oh my God, he has so many people that, you know, try to talk to him. And he remembered talking on the phone to me." I swear to God, I should have been dead there, but I wasn't. Good job, teammate. So it just blew him away that Alex, of all people, White Boy, would remember him. And they're just so down to earth. Woody's gamer tag was just so down to earth, and he was just like a normal person that you'd meet on the street. K-pop, my kids were giggling and everything when they met K-pop, because they both kind of have crushes on K-pop. So they were sitting there trying to get their pictures and stuff with them, and she was trying to ask them questions, and then all of a sudden they were shy because it was K-pop. They sat back and had conversations with Mr. I Try Hard, and they were talking with all the other YouTubers just like every other kid, but they were not. Hey, they were just giggles when it came to K-pop. So anyway, this gameplay is wrapping up. My very first Reaper, yay! So please give the video a like. I will continue some more stories from Living Legends. So on my next video. So please leave a like. If you're not a member, please subscribe. And everybody have a great day.